You know, I've just had it with these puppet people sitting up here giving us opinions as if they're supposed to be taken seriously. I mean, really, come on now. You gotta understand, there's a segment of our society that's listening to this information. You ought to be embarrassed to go home and look at the faces of your family knowing that you sat up there acting and lying on television, on national television. It's a disgrace. I was told by a friend recently that when it came down to Colin Kaepernick and our support of him and his sitting, that maybe if we feel this way, we ought to just go back from where we came. I can't believe that came out of his mouth. Of course, when he said that to me, the first thing I thought is, you first. So Colin Kaepernick, we stand with you, and we kneel with you, and we support you. Thank you for being willing to stand up for something that a lot of folks wouldn't. While we at it, I think we ought to identify folks who maybe ought to precede us by going back to Africa. Let me start naming some names. Katrina Pearson. Now, I can't let myself dog folks out and call you out of your name. But you know, sometimes some of the things people can say, you're playing games with people's lives.
Marco! Marco! Marco!
This is not a joke. It's not for y'all to sit up here and tell lies in front of an audience of millions. And we're not going to accept that anymore. Pastor Mark Burns. Bruh, when you a pastor and you go up in front of everybody telling lies, you need to take 3 seats. Just sit down somewhere, because we done with that. I don't want to disparage anybody's character on here, but the reality is, if you just straight lying and you representative of a culture, just stop. Just stop. You playing the wrong game.
Touchdown! Home run! Triple double! $18, $37, $16. Eight ball, corner pocket.
Ben Carson. I'm gonna play this video clip real quick and let y'all see what his what he said.
What is the actual message? And it's part of the problem that we have in America today. We don't listen to what a person is saying, we listen to how they said it. You know, case in point, go back and do some homework and look at Bill Clinton's State of the Union address in 1995. And you will find a section where he says, illegal aliens are creating big problems in our country, and they're getting welfare benefits and they're getting employed. We need to stop them from doing that. We need to deport people. We need to get a border agent. Now, if Donald Trump says the same thing, they say he's a hate monger. You know, what does that say to you about our society? It says when it's the person who says it rather than what's being said, we're not using our heads.
Can somebody really just tell me what this rough coitus with your mother just said? I said, so no, Bill Clinton did say we needed to get a handle on immigration. He did say we needed to stop the welfare. Yes, he did say that we needed to enforce our borders, but that was 1995. It's not the same thing that Donald Trump is saying. Mr. Carson, sit down somewhere, man. We kind of tired of you playing games. Stop playing and go sit down. We're done. We had to change the laws in 1995-96 because the Immigration and Naturalization Service told us we would not survive. The way the population was booming at the time, something had to give. That's not the same thing as Donald Trump. Sorry, Mr. Carson. Laws were passed to make sure that we shorted up a little bit, but it also required Congress. You know what? Y'all ought to go home to your kids, really, and listen to what their opinions are of what you're doing, because y'all got adult kids. And I wouldn't want to look my kids in the face knowing that I was sitting up here being a political ploy. Puppet. Playing the wrong game.
3 points. Curry. Foul. And one.
Alan B. West. Now, it's a funny thing that Mr. West still has a radio show, but he got put out of Congress handily. There's a reason why he's not in Congress anymore. Your whole political career was based on being the black anti-Barack Obama. I don't know how. You playing the wrong game too.
Got him.
Listen, folks, there's folks out here that want you to be puppets. They want you to follow along with everything that everybody says. Vet your information. Go to multiple sources and check things. Stop retweeting and posting stuff that ain't even right.